Sails over the end line.
Ready, 8, read. Check right 54, right 54.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
10 yards on the
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Running is Jacobs, and he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. kicker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Defense.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. He dumps it off to Drake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kenyon Drake, 27 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
X3, 218, chop, ready.
Off the play fake, Herbert. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jacobs now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down, Cardinals.
Let's go. 60 out, Law.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag Route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jacobs. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's got the hook up to Lee. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Go now. 60 or. Oh, here we go. Oh. Get ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. That's caught by Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
At the 16-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Drake. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Ready, ready.
59, Mike. Check, 59.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Ready.
2.
Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
On 4th down, Herbert. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Ready? 30 base. 59. Get the ball. Shoot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On the run, it's Barkley. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go set, 8, read.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Go.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. A win would be their first of the young season. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Back to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay?
It's caught inside the 25. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bengals, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
sad about
Okay.
it. So sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. Running meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today.